Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, hi, my name is Kate. I hope you're all doing really well. So in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys all of my top tips and tricks for looking more expensive, polished, clean, chic, timeless, all of the above. Whenever I do a Q&A on Instagram, this is always a question that pops up, and I recently wrote an article for Hello magazine speaking all about this, and I really loved writing it, and that definitely inspired me to go into way more depth on a YouTube video. So here we are, very excited to film this, because for me, and I'm sure most of you out there as well, the way I look, the way I'm dressing, the way my hair is, all of these little things really contribute towards how I'm feeling that day and how confident I am. And over my 5 years of being a fashion content creator, I've definitely picked up lots of little top tips and tricks for really elevating your wardrobe. I have a lot, so I have consolidated all of them into 10 points, and we're going to go through them one by one. Everything I mention will be linked down below in the description box. And if you haven't already, please go make sure you like and subscribe. Investing in good quality basics will save you money in the long run. The basics I have in my wardrobe are what I wear the most. I wear them pretty much every day, time and time again. And they are really those core staple pieces that I can't be without. So making sure I have good ones is a priority for me. I personally love places like Arket, Enquires, Everlane, for basics, because they're very good quality. A £5 t-shirt versus a £35 t-shirt will probably look fairly similar on first glance, but over time the one that is more expensive will just look so much better because it will wash better, it will hold its shape. A personal fave are the Arket heavyweight t-shirts. These are amazing because they just have this slight structure to them that just looks expensive. They're quite thick, they don't really crease. They're a lot more of a boxy, masculine style, which again I think looks very chic and expensive. Abercrombie are another great place for basics. Things like vests, dresses, leggings, they just do them very well. Although you'll be spending a bit more money to begin with, over time the cost per wear will end up being very low and you'll get a lot more use out of these items. Tip number 2 is the power of accessories. First up, there's jewelry. I am never without jewelry. I have some pieces like my necklace and my rings and my bracelets that I just don't take off. I wear them in the shower, I wear them swimming. These pretty much stay on me 24/7. This necklace is from Missouri. I've got Missouri rings. One is from Astra de Miu. What earrings have I got in? Oh, Missouri earrings. I really love layering up my bracelets. So I've got this diamante style tennis bracelet from Astra de Miu, my Cartier Love bangle, this pearl one is from Missouri, and I've got like a welded one from Astra de Miu. The great thing about jewelry is there are brands out there to suit every budget. So whatever your budget is and whatever you feel comfortable spending on, there are pieces out there. Jewelry just adds that really small finishing touch to an outfit that when people are going to notice it, they're going to think, oh, you know, they've really put in some thought and consideration into the look. And then we have shoes, bag and belt. I always try and match these, so if it's brown leather or black or like a cream, you know, that really balances out an outfit if they're all matching or at least kind of in the same like color group. If you followed me a while, you'll definitely know that I love high street clothing, but I've always gone for designer accessories. It's just what I'm into. I love collecting these things, but you definitely do not need designer to look expensive. There are some amazing dupes on the high street, and whilst I don't think it's the best idea to buy fakes, I think there's nothing wrong with buying dupes. Mango have amazing bag dupes which are also good quality, and other stories do. June, for example, have a great dupe of the Hermes Oran, so you can have that exact same look for less. When it comes to bags, if you're trying to choose between a couple different ones, I would advise going for a more structured one. I just think they do look slightly more expensive, so if you're kind of caught between two, go for the structured. It gives that slightly more like business chic vibe, and sometimes with slouchy bags they can almost drag the outfit down a bit. Sometimes if I'm being lazy and I can't be bothered to think about an outfit, I'll wear really plain basics and add a pair of chunky gold hoops. Or if it's an evening look, I'll wear a plain black dress but add like a kind of diamante choker or like some big statement earrings, and that immediately elevates it. And finally, sunglasses. I wear them 90% of the time, even though it's only sunny about 10% of the time in the UK. I just think they instantly add that coolness to an outfit. And they're great as well if you're having a bit of an off day. Maybe you don't want to be wearing makeup, maybe you're not feeling your best. You can put on a big pair of sunglasses and just feel like you're hiding from the world. Next up is the importance of looking after your clothes. I am never without my lint roller, mainly because I have 2 white bunnies who like to get their fluff everywhere. Regardless, I think everyone needs to have one of these in their toolkit. Getting any dust, any lint off your clothing will instantly make it look more clean. You can also get a lint remover as well, which is a little electronic device, and any bubbles that are on your clothes, this will shave them off. I'll link the one that I use down below. It is absolutely brilliant. You can get a really old, raggy looking piece of clothing and make it look brand new with this one device. Clean shoes is a big one for me. If my shoes are dirty, I feel like it brings down the quality of the outfit. For white shoes, I use the pink stuff. It is incredible for removing like deep stains. Any laces that are a bit off-white or a bit dirty, stick them in the wash with a vanish whitener. I do this with all my whites as well, because obviously over time, sometimes your whites can go a little bit grey. And then with dark washes, I'll always put a colour catcher in just to keep all the colours looking vibrant and how they're supposed to. Another thing you can do with black clothing, if it's gone a bit faded, is adding a black dye into the wash, and again, it will look like brand new. Steaming and ironing as well is very important to keep your clothes looking crisp and sharp. I personally use a steamer. I used to use one from Amazon, which is a bit cheaper, works just as well, but now I use the Philips one just because it's a lot more compact and a lot more aesthetically pleasing and easier to travel with, but either one does the trick. And if I'm in a rush and I don't have time to steam, I will spray some crease release. Again, I'll link this down below. You just basically spray it on and smooth it with your hands, and this instantly releases any creases. Next up is wearing tailored clothing. So when I say tailored, I mean things like blazers, trousers, which might have like the pleating or the front seam, items that are almost like office appropriate. But then you can mix it with more kind of casual items, you know, like your basic tees, skirts. So it's kind of like that high to low dressing that I always talk about, mixing casual with smart. My favorite kind of tailoring as well are places like Reese, who do kind of like tailored joggers almost, because they're very comfortable. You feel like you're in joggers, but actually it looks very chic. This brings me on to the next point, which is the other type of tailoring, so going to a tailor and having items tailored. If I can, I try buy pieces that already fit, but sometimes that's not always possible. I'm 5'4", so often trousers are about like an inch or so too long, and I used to just turn them up, and sometimes I still do just turn up the hems. But actually I've learned it's really worth investing in going to the tailors and having items fit you like they're supposed to. I've learned to only do this with the more expensive pieces. I've done it before with Zara pieces and paid to have them tailored, and then actually they haven't lasted very long, so I felt like a bit of a waste of money. So I only really do this with the investment pieces. If you go to a tailor and bring maybe 5 items, they'll often give you a discount, and you can also even do tailoring yourself at home. It's not as hard and scary as it seems. You can get some hemming tape and you basically fold over and iron it on. I'm not the best at describing this, so I will leave a link to it down below. But yeah, it's a very easy way of tailoring your clothes to fit you perfectly yourself. If I don't have time to go to the tailors, I have my very trusty and very loved stitch gun, which basically is like a stapler for your clothes. So I'll quickly stitch gun it just for that slightly improved fit. Next up is focusing on the really small details of an outfit and making little tweaks here and there that don't seem like a lot, but actually really finish off the look. One example for me is ruching up the sleeves. Sometimes it can make the outfit look more considered and almost like styled. I'll often do this with shirts, I'll do this with blazers, coats sometimes in the winter. And normally I'll get a clear elastic band that's quite stretchy, pop it over the top, and then when you ruche it, it won't fall down. Another thing I'll do as well is if I'm wearing a shirt with a collar, I like to open up the collar and like either steam or iron it flat, just so then the chest and the décolletage is kind of out, and again it just looks like you've really thought about the way it's sitting on you. And even things like whether or not you choose to tuck in your shirt and how you choose to tuck it in. You know, do you want it to kind of be quite loosely hanging over your trousers or skirt? Or do you want it to be tight? Do you want one half in, one half out? These are always things that I consider when building an outfit together. My next tip is accentuated shapes. For example, with blazers, I always go for blazers which have shoulder padding in. I've got quite like narrow shoulders, I think. So often with a little bit of extra padding here, it really helps with my proportions and adds a little bit more like masculinity as well, which I think can look very expensive. With shoes, I really love a pointed toe. Again, it gives like that killer kind of boss look and just looks expensive. I think rounded toes are also nice, but they definitely have that more casual feel. Another thing I love is an accentuated waistband. So a slightly thicker waistband that maybe comes up a little bit higher, or an exaggerated cuff on a sleeve that's a bit bigger. All of these little things that are just exaggerated, to me, looks a lot more designer runway-esque. And I also think it looks a lot more trendy. I mean, I love classic items. I don't really try to follow trends because they go in and out and they're a waste of money. So I think this is a really easy and sustainable way of being trendy. My next tip is to be well polished in your grooming routine. I always try and have shiny, glossy hair, light-ish makeup. My nails are always done. And again, you can fit this to your budget and your lifestyle. When I'm busy and I don't have time to get my nails done, I'll just do them myself at home. And with my hair, I love a good oil hair mask. Again, very inexpensive. I think the oil I buy is under £10. It lasts me ages. And the day before hair wash day, I will drench my hair in oil, wash it out, and it looks so shiny and glossy the next day. When it's coming to the end of the week and my hair is getting a bit greasy, I will slick it back into a nice sleek bun. I think these always look expensive, and it's a very easy and low maintenance way of getting your hair out your face and making it look chic without really doing anything. Go-to nails are always very boring. I'll show you what I've got right now. I've just got a French tip. I always go for neutrals or like a kind of pinky nude because it goes with every outfit and it just looks very clean. And my last tip is tonal or monochrome dressing. It's hard to get wrong and it's a bit of a fail-proof option. I love to wear all black or all neutrals, or dressing in different shades of the same family color palette. As you guys know, I rarely wear color, but if color is your thing, you could, for example, wear a couple different shades of pink or blue or whatever color you like, and this just looks considered. But I have to say, I do think monochrome always looks very expensive. Whenever I don't know what to wear, I will wear an all black outfit because they always look expensive. It's just something about it that I guess feels kind of like businesswoman chic, a bit ominous. I don't know, black outfits always work. A good black blazer will look nice over any outfit. I've got a little bunny behind me here. Sometimes I'll even just wear like a sports set and chuck a blazer over the top and it just immediately elevates it. An easy hack as well, if you're feeling a bit lazy or maybe you just struggle with styling, is to go for co-ords, two-piece sets, or dresses, because it's kind of all done for you. Because the mixing and matching is already done for you. You don't have to worry about what to pair with what. So whenever I'm having a day where I feel uninspired, I can't be bothered to style an outfit together, this is what I'll go for. At the moment, I'm definitely in a bit of a dress era. I'm obsessed with wearing dresses. I think especially with the weather at the moment being so hot, it feels really easy and effortless putting on a long flowy dress. And in my opinion, it always looks very feminine and elegant and just beautiful. So my loves, that brings us to the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully you picked up some new tips and tricks. If you have any questions for me, please leave them down below in the comments so I can get back to you. I love you all so much, and I will see you